Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing, but now let's talk about Solana. If we're looking at the entire markets today, of course, a great green day, and that was due to the fact that yesterday Bitcoin did hit a new yearly high, which is really exciting, something we were expecting. Solana is up about 0.5%, but let's take a closer look as to what really is happening in the short term. If we're looking at the price of Solana, once again, $58.37, up 0.4% over the past 24 hours in USD comparative, but we're down about 0.1% in Bitcoin comparative. Market cap $24.7 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume has increased compared to our previous update, approaching that $1.5 billion mark, so not bad at all. But let's take a closer look at Solana, see what is happening, and of course, what is yet to come for the price. As always though, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So this is what I was referring to earlier in the video. You guys can see Bitcoin did hit a new yearly high just yesterday, a few hours ago, and the yearly high was at $38,382, which is great to see. And of course, the previous yearly high is obviously now playing as a support. So what exactly is next for Sol? That is what everyone is here for. And again, a lot of people wanted me to talk about the Jupiter airdrop, and I will make a separate video on that coming up. So just bear with me. I did see the comments. So thanks for obviously asking. I really appreciate that. But let's take a look at Solana because that's what everyone is here for. So as of November 25th, you guys can see the price of Solana is back in the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. And obviously before it was playing as a resistance, but we flipped it and it has turned into support. And if you guys are taking a look at this, we're being literally supported by now that same resistance that was giving us a hard time breaking out pretty much since November 22nd. We've countless times retested that resistance, but we've been rejected. So this time around, it's great to see. We did go all the way up to that $59.86, but we're seeing a little bit of a minor cool off. And this cool off is totally okay because let's face it, Bitcoin has a majority of the momentum right now because Bitcoin is very close to its yearly highs, which is causing the Bitcoin dominance index to spike up. If we're looking at Bitcoin dominance index just on the 15th of November, it was at 51.76%, but we're definitely climbing up, which is the reason why we're seeing Solana down in Bitcoin comparative. And it's just not Solana. A lot of other coins are also down right now in the BTC comparative, which is not a surprise because, people are expecting that, BTC might break out towards the upside, which obviously shifts money. So we tend to see altcoin profits go back into BTC, and that's what's exactly happening right now. Obviously, we're in a weekend, and on the weekends, we do tend to see manipulation across the board as CME futures are closed. So let's see what happens. But I love to see the fact that Sol is back in the the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level, and I want to see this support line hold. And I'm expecting it to hold, but even if we were to retest, the likes of $56, not a big deal. That's totally okay. But if we were to bring out the measuring tool and talk about a yearly high, that's about 17% away. And speaking about that, if we're able to see BTC breakout, especially to 40K mark, I'm very optimistic Solana is going to rally with BTC. So that is that. I love the way though. Now, this is something a lot of people ignore. After having a tremendous amount of rally, and if I were to show you guys, we are up on a yearly time frame for Sol 300%. I'm sure you guys are aware of that. And if we put that into perspective, if you picked up some Sol, let's say in September at 18 bucks, you are up right now about 221%. So that might have been the sweet spot. Are we about to see those prices again? I don't think. I think that ship has definitely sailed away. I know some people are calling $18 Solana, and I think that is just absolutely ridiculous. But basically what I'm trying to point out is after having such a tremendous amount of run, we're only down from from the yearly high, we're only down about 14%, which is great. So, before anyone comes out and starts bashing Solana, let's face it, guys, it's holding quite well. And I know a lot of people don't want to accept that. People want to see this. Let me tell you what people want to see here. So this is what everyone that's new to the space wants to see. this right here. So people just want to see a straight line all the way to the top, all the way to the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level. But no, that's not what's going to happen. If that was how things would have been, guess what? You would be driving a Lamborghini, myself would be driving a Lamborghini, everyone would be driving a Lambo. So that's not how it works. It requires patience. It requires, your due diligence and research. And I know majority of the people in the Solana community understand this, and if you have done all three, due diligence, research, and invested what you can afford to lose, then patience is your number one key to follow. We have a long ways to go. You need to continuously reminding yourself at the ecosystem. You know what Solana was really built to do? Now, this is the best way to really kind of see things from a different perspective. What Solana was built to do, it's doing this. And it's doing it to a bigger magnitude that we have ever seen. We're seeing, of course, last bull cycle, Solana was still fairly new, not that much interest coming in from devs. And I'm not talking about meme coin devs. I'm talking about actually projects with utility, projects that want to change the future. Before, of course, Ethereum was the most popular chain, but that has changed. We're seeing so much info coming in on Solana, and this changes everything. And guess what? Retail, when I say retail, is just ordinary Joes like us. And, Joes that don't have any exposure in crypto, when they flock to crypto, that's where you kind of, realize, hey, you know what? It's time to profit take. We're at the top. And guess what the institutions are doing? Institutions are 1,000 times ahead of these guys. They want to accumulate as much as possible. And we've seen institutions showing interest, that we've covered this on the channel so many times, massive billionaires supporting Solana. And, guess what they're going to be doing when these new people, FOMO, like the retail FOMO really comes in, when all these people start flocking, when the prices are close to all-time highs. Guess who will be selling to these guys, these massive institutions, and of course, early comers. So we need to keep reminding ourselves we're way early. We're still long ways from all-time highs. If we want to put that into perspective, in order for us to hit an all-time high, that's a 353% move from current highs. And that doesn't seem that far away, especially when things start heating up. That does not seem far away, especially once the price of Solana gets back into the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level. This is where I think, that $100 psychological point, I think this alone can bring so much FOMO in. Just the way our brains tend to think, $100 Solana, oof, I need to get in before it pops off. And that's how majority of the people think. So we're not even anywhere close to, the massive bull run that a lot of people are waiting. I think this is just a start. And I think the future of Solana is really bright. Of course, I've said this from the beginning, and everything is in front of us. If you really do your due diligence and research, and if you're part of the Solana community, you know what Solana is doing right now. And I think it's being overlooked by a huge margin still to this day. Looking at the meme coin market, we're seeing Bonk exploding. We're seeing a lot of coins like Myro. Today I heard something called Baby Myro. And I think this is going to continue. And, you may be saying, who cares? It's just meme coins. But guess what? You know what happened last meme coin cycle. This time, it's going to attract more investors coming from other chains. And we're seeing insane amount of inflows coming from ETH. And people are leaving great feedback. They're like, you know what? Solana blockchain is actually a game changer. And that's exactly what we need. So that is that for today's update. Let me know down below what you guys think. And of course, like and subscribe. Love you all. See you tomorrow in Crypto CX and peace out.